10 in the new sunny 95.3. I am Stevie J, and that is Diane Ducey. Happy to welcome in our studio a couple of fine University of Illinois students who happen to be veterans for the United States of America. One a Marine, one a Navy. Mark Esposito, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. How about you?
Liz Ambrose, Navy, how are you?
I'm doing great, thank you.
You guys run ImmediateActionDefensiveTraining.com. ImmediateActionDefensiveTraining.com. You train me. You can train me how to handle a gun, Liz?
We sure can.
How does that work? I mean, what do I do? What do I do? I sign up, and then what do I do?
So you'd sign up, you come to the course.
Yeah.
Our first, if you didn't have any prior training, our first 8 hours of the course, we'd teach you everything you need to know about a firearm, basic pistol, everything. And then after that, the second 8 hours, we'd be teaching you everything you need to know about the laws here in Illinois, about federal laws, about the state laws, and how and when you can actually use the firearm.
Mark, there are a few laws then, huh?
Oh, yeah. Definitely. There's more than a few.
There's a gazillion. Sure. How do you guys stay up on the laws? I mean, wow.
Yeah, so basically you have to know all the federal Illinois, which Illinois has a lot,
I'm sure,
a lot of laws.
And always more, I mean, every day. So you guys are comprehensive. It's a 16-hour course?
Absolutely, yes.
And so I would go to your website, I presume, ImmediateActionDefensiveTraining.com, because the concealed carry law changed January 1, meaning what?
Meaning now citizens with the license can actually conceal loaded firearms on their person.
I mean, I wear a suit coat and a holster that's concealed?
Yes.
It can't show.
No, it can't show. That would be considered open carry, which they don't allow in Illinois.
All right. And I see all these, like, guns with lines through them everywhere now. They put stickers on businesses, schools that say, leave your gun where?
Yeah.
By the door? What am I supposed to do if I have a conceal and I come up to the building?
Those signs usually, they mean no guns are allowed in that building.
Right.
And one great thing is that when you go to our course, we'll kind of highlight where you can and can't carry. And a lot of times it's schools, federal buildings, so on and so forth. So, I mean,
unless you're like an FBI guy or something. I mean,
yes, exactly.
Okay, right.
Unless you're military personnel and agents or law enforcement.
But if I walk up to a building and say, "Oh, darn, I've got that," leave it in the car. Can you leave?
So for the most part, all those prohibited areas have what's called a parking lot exemption. So that means I can drive in my car with the firearm on my person. I just have to leave that firearm in the car when I go into that prohibited area.
Hidden somewhere in the car.
Well,
so it can't be in plain view.
Okay.
Yeah, and there are certain ways that you have to store that firearm according to
the car.
Yes.
Oh.
In the car according to
and be under the
state
seat.
and federal law.
It's got to be in something.
Yes,
it's a whole other industry. I can come up with a Stevie J gun box. Come on.
Yeah, genius, right?
That's right. I mean, what do you get after 16 hours? The person says, "Wow, this has been great." I mean, probably so much information, brain overload.
Right. After 16 hours, that's pretty comprehensive. So most people leave with the basic understanding how the law works and what they can and can't do with those firearms. Also, they'll leave with a certificate, which they can apply to that concealed carry license with.
Awesome.
So what we usually recommend is further training. So we have a defensive pistol course, and that is where you would actually learn a little bit more maneuvers on situations, certain scenarios, and how to use it and build that confidence.
Liz, is it common there are women in this industry, or are you unique?
No, it is very common, Stevie. It is really great that there are more women coming out and kind of identifying with this gun world.
Yeah.
So
that's good. I mean, at this point, I think a lot of people are, the FOID card applications are way up, aren't they?
Absolutely, yes.
People are wanting to protect themselves, but you got to be careful with that, too. I mean, you got to know how to handle it. Right. If you're going to have something like that, golly, get trained, right?
Yes, and I mean, people are afraid of the things they don't know, and that's why coming to a course like ours is super important. That's why taking further training like our defensive pistol course is super important.
Yeah. Okay, so website pretty much tells them everything they need to know?
Yes.
Okay. ImmediateActionDefensiveTraining.com. Thank you for serving your country. I really, and I'm one of those guys that go up in the airport and say, Mark, thank you, Liz, thank you. Do you mind that? If somebody in an airport and you got your stuff on, they say thank you to you?
It's humbling. Yes.
Yeah, it is.
But you're appreciative?
We do. We appreciate it.
You rather us not say anything? Because I see, and I just have a great deal of respect for people who serve in the United States. I just really, I think it's an awesome thing. Not an easy thing, but a thing that should be we ought to be very thankful for those. It's always been about the soldier. We don't have this freedom without you guys because we've got people to protect us, and you guys have done that, so way to go.
Thank you.
I really mean that. Liz and Mark, if you want to know more, immediateactiondefensivetraining.com, and just check them out. Mark Esposito, Liz Ambrose, they're both veterans, one in the Marines, one in the Navy, good people, very, very good at what they do. Immediateactiondefensivetraining.com. Back in a moment.